All right, everyone, we're going to get started. My name is Josh Amundsen. I am 20 years old, or excuse me, 27 years old. And, I want to welcome everyone to this call. Obviously, it's a Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Central Time. You could be tuning in from anywhere in the world. I know I saw New Zealand in there. I saw Wisconsin, Chicago, Trinidad, North Dakota, Wisconsin, all over the entire place. And so I want to welcome you guys to this call. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're right here, which is pretty cool, right? Obviously, you got invited to this call, to hear about an opportunity that, me and thousands of people around the world are doing, right? I don't know if you've ever been on, Zoom calls where you're hearing about opportunities, but that's what happened to me when I was 20 years old, 7 years ago. I got on a Zoom call when I was sitting in college with a guy I didn't even know that lived in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I met him through Instagram, and he basically was breaking down a way that him and thousands of people were able to actually start making a part-time income online. And what's really cool is you can get it to a full-time income. And so it was an awesome call. I actually, right when I saw the call, guys, I wasn't ready to get started. I wasn't ready to actually start, jumping in because I had 18 credits in college. I was working, for campus. I was the president of a cryptocurrency club. I had two side hustles I was doing. I was in a relationship at the time. You guys probably know what I mean, right? We all have very busy schedules. You guys probably have your day-to-day jobs, and life seems super busy. Some of you probably have kids, families, obviously, that you're taking care of. But you know what? This call, though, after I saw this call. For the first time when I was 20 years old, I met up with my business partner who's on this call as well. His name's Jay Patnode. He's going to be speaking here in a little bit. And we decided to go all in on this, right? And that was 7 years ago, and my life completely changed. I was working at Pepsi. I was doing sales management. I was unloading semis, keeping track of the warehouse, right? I got a taste of like what the corporate world was like right as I was graduating college. And I just realized, guys, I'm not the type of person that wants to be told what I have to do for the rest of my life. I want to create something where I can make my own money and determine how much money I'm worth on a monthly basis, set my own schedule, choose who I want to work with. And so I'm super excited to share it with you guys tonight. What we're going to be talking about is investing. We're going to be talking about trading, but we're also going to be talking about how you can create an online residual passive income if you want as well. Okay. Now, before we get into the call, I just want to tell you this, right? Most people around the world have zero trading experience. They know nothing about, stocks, they know nothing about cryptocurrency. They don't even understand what they're looking at when they see a chart. That's normal. That's literally 99% of the world. If you were to go around and ask every single person that you know in your network, hey, do you know how to trade and invest your own money? Most of them are going to say no. So just understand, as I'm going through information tonight, that's normal. That's most people on the planet, right? I started trading when I was 18 years old. So that was 9 years ago. It's crazy to say that, right? I'm approaching the decade mark. Thank you to whoever spotlighted my video. That's pretty nice of you. But yeah, I started trading 9 years ago. And I remember the first time I ever looked at a chart, I had no idea what was going on, right? So I traded by myself for about 2 years, did stock options, got into cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency started changing my life pretty dramatically. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the chat so people can pay attention. But yeah, cryptocurrency started changing my life dramatically. I started the cryptocurrency club at my college and everything, and it just started to snowball from there. And then at 20, I found a community that I could start actually trading and investing with. Lots of people who are on this call right now trade with us every single day. You were probably invited by someone who's actually doing it on a daily basis with us. Okay, so on this call, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to basically share my screen with you, and I'm going to walk you through what it is that me and thousands of people around the world are using, what apps we're using, what technology we're using, and the system that we have that's proven to help you get better at trading and investing, but also become profitable eventually, obviously, if you take it serious. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to share my screen. If you're on your cell phone, it might help if you turn your phone sideways. It's just going to be a little easier to see what's going on. But other than that, I will share my screen and we'll dive into the information. Okay. Awesome. Okay. You guys should be able to see my screen right about now. All right. So the platform that we're going to be talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is called Akashx. Okay. And this is what me and literally well over 10,000 people are using every single day. It's a super awesome platform. And obviously, our goal is to make money. Of course, that's what our goal is, right? But that's not the only goal that we have as a community, guys. We also focus on, getting better health. We focus on having our time back. You know what I mean? Being able to actually set your schedule because you're able to start earning some extra money, which is pretty cool. Now, one thing I want to just quickly explain before I show you the apps that we use is we have something called a four-way cash flow quadrant. Okay. Now, this is basically four ways that every single person on this call, including me and everyone around the world, makes money, right? 60% of people on the planet, they work for someone, they have a job. They're told obviously when they got to show up and everything like that. And I'm not here to bash on jobs, ladies and gentlemen. I've had a lot of them, right? I took apart machines. I cut metal for a living. I painted houses. I worked at car wash, cleaning cars, swinging towels. And then eventually, I was working at Pepsi and stuff, right? But I just, like I said, don't like people telling me what to do. And I also like to choose how much money I can make on a monthly basis. So that's most people in the world. 35% of people work for themselves. These are painters, plumbers, farmers. If they don't show up, they are not going to make the money that they need to make, right? So that is 95% of people on the planet. They either work for someone or they work for someone else, right? But 95% of people on the planet is only 5% of all the money in the world. And so I heard this at 20 years old, right before I was about to graduate college. I literally saw this right here. And I realized that, man, majority of the world is literally fighting over such a small percentage of all the money that's out there. And so what I realized, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what we do here at Akashx is we focus on being an investor, learning how to take your money and multiply it, right? We all trade our own money. We all keep our own profits. If you profit wherever you live in the world, if you got to pay taxes, most places do pay taxes, right? But you learn how to multiply your money. And then also you learn how to become a business owner and be able to have leverage, which is super, super powerful. Okay. And so that's something I wanted to point out. 5% of people on the planet, which is what we do, investors and business owners, make up 95% of the money. Okay. Now let's dive into it, guys. Obviously, I'm going to show you, what the actual platform looks like. But just to give you a little background, guys, we are a tech provider. This company has literally state-of-the-art apps that we use to trade and invest. It's super, super powerful. Micro investing apps are one of the most popular things on the App Store if you go to Google Play or the iOS store, right? And we also provide first-class education, which is super powerful. This brand, Akashx, ladies and gentlemen, actually launched in 2020. It's actually a part of a bigger brand called My Daily Choice, which is super powerful. We trade with over 200 countries around the world. That's why when you saw in this chat, if you were on when the call started, there's people from all over the entire world that are on this call, which is super, super cool. This company is debt free. It's privately owned. The CEO has an entire tech team that builds everything in-house, right? We don't outsource to third-party anything. We actually create everything in-house, which is super, super cool, okay? Now, I want to kind of dive into it. Some of the markets that we trade, ladies and gentlemen, is we do trade, obviously, commodities like gold, oil, silver. We also trade index funds. We like to trade currencies, cryptocurrencies. We trade a lot of different stuff here, a part of Akashx, which is super cool. But something for you, if you're brand new, is I want you to understand this. You do not need to come in and learn every single style of trading. Okay. That's where a lot of people go wrong in the trading industry. And trust me, I've seen it. I've been doing it for 9 years. People try to start trading and learn every single market, every single strategy, every single style of trading. And what the reality is if you can come in and you can just learn one strategy and trade one thing that works really well for you, you can change your entire life, which is super cool, right? So I'm going to kind of show you, ladies and gentlemen, what the phases are inside of Akashx, okay? So me, every single person you're going to hear on this call, and a lot of people all around the world, we followed these exact phases, okay? So when you get started trading with us, right? Because obviously, you guys, 2025 is going to be a phenomenal year of trading. Like I can't even begin to break down the reasons why. It's going to be an unbelievable year, but this is the phases that you're going to go through, essentially, that every single person has gone through as well. So whether you're brand new, you have experience, or any other reason, right? The first phase inside of Akashx, what's really cool on our platform is you learn how to approve trades. Okay. Now, this is a super advanced technology that's easy to use that I absolutely love, right? No other companies around the world have the exact same type of technology that we have. So, phase one, approving trades is very simple. We actually have an app that's right in the App Store, and this is called Akashx, right? You can actually download it to your phone. There's a website for it, right? Whether you have an Android, a Samsung, a Google phone, or an iPhone, you can download this app to your phone. Now, on the Akashx app, we have a feature called Tap to Trade. And what's really cool about Tap to Trade is I'm going to break down how this works, but it simplifies trading for every single person and makes it a level playing field, right? So what you can do with this app that's super powerful, I do this, lots of people around the world do, is you can actually connect your own personal broker to the app. So what does that mean, right? If you don't know what a broker is basically a middleman to the market. A broker is basically a company that you can make an account with. You can put your own money into the account and you can then start investing into different, obviously asset classes, right? Robinhood's a stockbroker, TD Ameritrade's a stockbroker. Coinbase is a cryptocurrency broker, right? So what you can do is you can create a broker and you can connect it to our app, right? So you just enter your information. Once your account is actually connected, what's cool about this is, you know how every single day you wake up and you have 1,000 notifications on your phone? Well, here's an extra one, right? We actually have I believe it's 20 to 25 different 6 and 7 figure traders that have been trading anywhere from 5 to 10 years that are inside of Akashx. These are professional educators. And whenever one of our educators takes a trade on the platform, right? Every single one of us, over 10,000 people, get a notification on our phone. And so all you have to do in order to, participate in this trade is you just click the notification. Once the notification pops open, all you have to do is click the approve button. And so they give a set time frame for you to click it. Once you click the approve button, what it's going to do, it's going to copy the exact trade that the educator is taking. And once you approve it, the educator actually manages the entire trade for you, which is really, really powerful, right? So once you click this approve button, the educator, let's say the trade is in profit and it's up, right? You can actually not have to do anything. The educator will close out of the trade, and on all of our trading accounts, it closes out for us. So this is a super awesome system, and that's why tens of thousands of people in the last 6 months have got started, right? Once you click this approve button on the trade, obviously, you do not have to do anything, which is really, really powerful. And there's multiple trades throughout the day. We actually have a set list of rules that you can follow to help maximize your income, which is really, really awesome, right? So that's phase one, ladies and gentlemen. It's being able to obviously connect your broker to our trading app. Whenever one of the educators takes a trade, you just have to approve the trade. And once the trade is approved, then you do not have to do anything after that. The educators manage the entire trade, which is really, really powerful. And so that's why people that, are working full-time jobs, they have families, they're super busy, are able to come into this platform and start crushing it, is because it's such a simple system, right? This takes probably 1 to 2 minutes out of your day. Whenever you get a notification, you just approve it, which is super cool. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm actually going to show you what does a tap to trade look like. If you were to get a notification on your phone, what would it look like for you taking the trade? So this video is actually by one of my business partners. His name's Ali Saleh, and he has been trading for years and years and years, just like me. So he made this video for you guys to be able to see what it looks like. Okay, so I'll go ahead and play that real quick.
Just got a tap to trade by Joel, and basically right here I have it set up at a quarter risk, so I'm going to adjust mine to 1% risk. So I'm going to approve that trade. Okay, success, you've approved the trade. So now I can go to trade lock. All right, as you can see, we're in the position. So super easy to take tap to trade. As you can see, we're in the trade. I don't have to worry about anything. When Joel closes the trade, whatever happens, he handles it. I don't have to do anything. I could go back to basically doing what I'm doing here in the mall, shopping. So, peace.
Yeah, and of course he had to be shopping at the mall, right? Just had to add that in there. But That is literally how simple it is, though. Literally over 10,000 people around the world that are connected to Akashx. When the educators take a trade, you just open up the trade on our app and you just hit approve and it'll copy right to your account, which is super, super powerful. You can choose how much you want to risk on the trade. It's a very easy system for people that have not, obviously gotten into trading. When I was 18 years old, ladies and gentlemen, and I started trading on my own, I wish that there was things like this, right? I had to learn how to manually trade first, which I still believe is really, really important. Okay. Now, phase two inside this company, right? Everything that are obviously all the phases that we all have gone through. Phase two is you actually learning the skill set. It's learning how to trade on your own time, which is really, really cool. Okay. So this is a full blown academy, obviously from beginner to expert, right? It'll show you everything you need to know about how to trade in the markets. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you what the platform looks like real quick, just so you can get a real clear idea. Okay. So this is the homepage right here. You guys can see it's akashx.com. We're logged in. Right away, you can see that you can download the app to, obviously your phone on the Google Play Store or the App Store. You guys can see that your account is on the home page, right? Now, I'm going to walk you through what this platform looks like and what are the things that are a part of it instead of walking through those slides, okay? Now, first thing that you can do when you get started is you can go to the Getting Started tab. Now, in here, there is an onboarding video, and this is actually done by Josh Swaggle. He's the CEO of the company, guys, and he created this platform, and it's unbelievable, right? I've had a phenomenal experience, but he breaks down how to use the platform in this video in a really, really simple way. And then on the right side, you can see that this is where you can connect your own trading account to, which is super powerful, right? Once you get your account connected, as you receive different tap the trades, you can start just approving them, which is super cool. If we get into the Academy tab, right, this will break down from A to Z everything you need to know to understand what they're saying on the calls, to understand how to trade on your own, everything that you'll need to actually equip you with the knowledge to be able to do this on your own time. So you guys can see it starts off with platform tutorials, and inside here, it's teaching you obviously different apps that we use on the iPhone, on the Android, which is super cool. And then we get into beginner, right? Some of you might have trading experience on this call. Okay. But there's a lot of people that probably don't. Well, guess what? The beginner and the basics are literally the foundation of everything. And oftentimes people forget the beginning stuff. So it talks about like, what is trading? How come you and I are able to take trades using high speed internet off of micro investing apps, which is super powerful, right? It obviously gets into terminology. It gets into emotions with trading, having an actual plan, risk management. And then you start to get into more advanced stuff where it's talking about, technical, fundamental analysis. It's getting into actual strategies. Okay. Now, something that I love is we also teach about cryptocurrencies. And here's my honest opinion on cryptocurrencies. Okay. I've been trading cryptocurrencies since I was 19 years old, and I'm 27 right now. Okay. I ran a club at my school. I taught my teachers how blockchain works, how crypto works. This is literally a once in a lifetime opportunity for people to, have life-changing results in the cryptocurrency market. It will never be like this ever again coming up here in the next 5 to 10 years. This is a once in a lifetime, period. And so one of the best things you can do is get educated about it, learn how to start dollar cost averaging into certain cryptocurrencies. But my favorite part about the Academy is the educator training series. Every single one of our lovely educators inside the company, they actually built their own trading academy, which is super cool. They actually explain how their strategy works, right? This is the CEO's wife, Jenna Swaggle. Lots of different educators, several languages all around the world, which is super cool. But each one of these educators, what they did, for an example, I really like John Liel's strategy. Okay. So let's say you started enjoying trading with him. He's been trading for over 5 years, which is super awesome. You can click on his profile and he literally explains how he trades to a T. He explains his trading strategy. How does he set up his account? All the different, things that he's looking at inside of the market. So you can actually hyper focus on how he trades. And that's along with every single educator that we have in the company. So that's one of my favorite things, ladies and gentlemen. There's, other, obviously trading, companies out there, but they just give general trading education. This is hyper focusing on successful individuals that have years of trading. under their belt, and they actually teach how they do it. Now, if we keep going on, we also have several live trading sessions every single day of the week, which is really, really powerful. You can actually choose whatever language that you want. We have multiple live sessions in different languages. You can choose which trading educator you actually want to follow. And then you can also change the time zone that you're in, so it's easy to figure out when the calls are. Now, you can see here today, I'm in Central Time, so there was a call at 1:30 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 5, and then it got all the way till 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m. If we get into Wednesday, they're early in the morning, and then it gets into the middle of the day, 12, 1 o'clock, 2, 8 p.m. And so there's a lot of calls in the morning, the nighttime. And what's cool about this is you don't have to be on all these different live trading sessions. What they do on these calls is they're trading their real money, their live account, right in front of thousands of people every single day. And so when you're on this call, they actually tell you what they're buying, what they're selling, when they're getting into it, why they're getting into it, how much they're potentially going to risk, right? They literally help you learn while you earn, which is super powerful. There's also a live chat box, so you can ask them questions while they're trading. So this is every single day of the week, guys. I've been hopping on these live trading sessions for 7 years now. 7 years I've been doing this full time, which is super powerful. Okay. Now, if you happen to miss a session, like I said, they're not required to be on. But if you go to the session replay tab, let's say your favorite educator is, one of the ones that are listed, you can go watch every single recorded live trading session that they've ever had. So you can actually, if you happen to be at work or something like that and you miss a session, you can always go back and watch it, which is super cool. Now, we also have something called trade alerts. Now, trade alerts are different than tap the trade. Tap the trade is very simple. All you have to do is click approve and it copies the trade and you don't have to do anything else, right? The educator manages it for you. Trade alerts is part of you becoming more independent, right? It's part of you learning how to do this skill on your own. And so what these educators do is they call out trade alerts. And what that means is you can actually copy these numbers right here. So where you're getting in, where you're going to get out if the trade goes the wrong way, and where you think it's going to go to, all you have to do is copy these numbers and paste them in your own trading account. That's how a little bit more independent, right? It's not just one click of a button. It's helping you become a little bit more independent by actually copying these numbers and pasting it into your own trading account. And then you choose how much you want to risk. And so obviously what's cool about this community, ladies and gentlemen, is we get on calls and we help you learn how to do this. We have a full onboarding system that teaches you how to use everything. And we're in a big community where all of us ask questions every single day. There's people who are brand new of all ages. And there's also people like me who have been trading for 9 years. We're all there to help, which is super cool. If we get into the tapped trade section, okay, this is where when you receive a trade, you just have to click approve. And that's it. They manage the entire trade for you, which is super, super powerful. You just choose what you actually want to risk on the trade. Now, what a lot of people, including myself, thought when I got into this, I was like, okay, well, I get it. You can obviously, take educators' trades with the tap of a button, but how well do they do? Right. And so what's cool about this company is it's very authentic with, obviously performance, which I really like. And I take that serious. So for an example, the number one tap the trade educator right now, his name is Joel Arias. So what's cool is every single one of their trading accounts is actually connected to the back office. So you can actually click on Joel's view trade history and you guys can see in the last 30 days, right? So December 24th, all the way till the 20 or excuse me December 15th all the way till today, right? The last 30 days, the total profit Joel's had is 47.53%. Okay. Now I want you to think about this. If you bring your money to Chase Bank or Wells Fargo or JP Morgan and you're like, hey, can you trade and invest my money for me? Do you know what the average percentage growth that they're going to tell you their goal is to get you? It's 8% a year. They're telling you we're going to help you grow 8% a year, right? Just enough to beat inflation. Okay. Joel did 47% in the last 30 days. Okay. Now, obviously, just because he has been doing that good doesn't mean he's guaranteed to keep doing that good. All the educators, guys, sometimes throughout the months, and I'm really authentic with it. Sometimes there's months where educators don't actually profit. Sometimes there's months where they're profiting month after month after month. And so what I like to do is I focus in on the ones that are consistently winning month after month, right? And so we have an onboarding system That kind of gives you a little direction. But 342 trades in the last 30 days. These are all tap the trades. You just have to click a button and you can accept it. He's won 250 of them. And the last four trades in a row, he's won. He only trades gold, right? So I absolutely love trading with Joel. We obviously can get into John Liel. Guys, last 30 days, John is up 10.64%. That is more than what a financial institution does for your retirement accounts in a single month, right? So essentially, if you were to have taken every single one of John Liel's trades, you'd be up around 10.64%, depending on how much you were risking. So it's a really awesome system. Javed Khan, guys, up 5.28%, and it continues to go down as we can continue to go, guys. Matthew Thayer, 1%, right? And so when you have your actual account, guys, you'll be able to come in and figure out who do you want to take tap the trades from, right? You're not forced to take them from anyone. You can just choose who you want to, just like I do as well. Okay. Now, what's really awesome is part of also becoming independent inside of this company, ladies and gentlemen, is we have different automated scanners. And so if you're brand new to trading and you don't understand how to trade yet, this might look a little intimidating, but all this does, ladies and gentlemen, is you can sit right here and it tells you when to sell and it tells you when to buy. You guys can see here it's telling you to sell. And so when I first saw this, I had no idea what I was looking at. I had absolutely no idea. I was like, this is crazy, right? But what's cool about, our platform is if you go to the resources section in the bottom left corner, they actually teach you how to use all the different scanners that we have. You can trade on your own time, which is really, really powerful. And then we have some tools in the back office. Something that I really like about this is obviously we have financial calendars. So anything, any major events that are happening, you can come look at them right here rather than having to go to some other website. We also have calculators in the back office. You can calculate how much profit you're going to make on a trade. You can calculate your risk management, everything. And one thing that I really love as well is, let's say you don't understand a term that one of the educators is saying. Let's say they say, hey guys, I'm going to do a take profit, right? Well, all you have to do is you can go to the glossary, click the T, and you guys can see take profit right there and read exactly what it is. So I love this, guys. It's literally all in one place. And there's an app that has all the same stuff right on it that you can download off the App Store. Okay. So everything that I just went over, ladies and gentlemen, that you just saw, obviously the live trade sessions, tap the trades, all of that. What's cool is it is $149 to get access to everything that we had right there. Okay. Now I pay this same membership. Everyone else on this call also pays this, right? I don't own this company, but I am partnered with it, which is super awesome. But you get access to the entire academy, right? If you want to learn how to trade independently, you're learning from some of the best people on the planet, right? If you want to obviously just use tap the trade, you get access to tap the trade, which is really powerful, right? You're able to obviously take trade alerts, all the different live trading sessions, all the different strategies you get access to for $149 a month. Now, keep in mind, there's no contracts. You can start or stop this whenever you want, right? If you have access to it, you're able to use it. If you don't, then obviously you can't. Now, I want to mention something real quick, okay? So we actually have something that's super awesome that our company does. And I'm going to be passing it over to my business partner to quickly explain this, okay? Because he is one of the best in the game, which is super awesome. But essentially, every single person that gets started with the company for $149, I even got this, which is super cool. But every single person that gets started gets a free $10,000 challenge trading account. Okay. Now, if you don't know what that means, there are companies out there that will give you money if you can prove to them that you know how to trade. And we just happen to be partnered with one of the best ones in the entire industry. Okay. And so I'm actually going to quickly switch gears. This is where things get interesting. This is where you can learn how to use other people's money. When I got started in trading, ladies and gentlemen, I had $500 to my name when I was 18 years old. You know what I did? I threw my only $500 in a live trading account and I had no clue what was going on. And over the course of, I believe, 90 days, I lost it. Right. I didn't have any education. I had no friends that wanted to trade with me, right? Because they didn't know what was going on either. I was completely by myself. But now we have a community and also the ability to leverage other people's money, which is super cool. And so I'm going to have my business partner, his name is Jay Patno, come up here and he's going to explain to you guys. He's a funded trader, okay, which is really powerful, right? Being a funded trader means he has the ability to use other companies' money and he gets to keep a percentage of the profit. Okay. Him and I got started in the business 7 years ago. I've watched this dude turn into a completely different person, right? He's helped thousands of people around the entire world. It's absolutely insane, guys. He's a true servant leader. He helps people all the time when they're reaching out to him. So if you ever get started, always feel free to reach out to him. But I'm gonna go ahead and put his video up here. He's gonna explain to you how you can get a free funded account challenge and you can start using it on the Tap to Trade app. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic night. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. As always, that guy is a absolute stud. He's what we call, someone that's in the industry that's a true leader, right? Like he leads in the front, and anything that is ever needed of him, he always is there to help people with. But welcome to the call. Hope you guys are enjoying the information. My name is Jay Patnode. For those that do not know, I'm 27 years old. I've been in this industry since I was 21 years old. And when I first saw this, it was in the same fashion like many of you guys, right? I was in college at the time. I was actually in college, but I was home for the summer, sleeping on my cousin's couch back home for the summer. And I get a call. And the guy says, "Hey, like, I need you to come to this Starbucks. I have this really cool, crazy idea. It's about trading and investing and money, and we're going to be rich," right? He's just blurting over the phone, but he's super excited. And so I'm like, you know what? I mean, I'm sleeping on my cousin's couch right now. I'm not doing too much. I'm home for the summer. Like, let's do it. I want to make some money. And I show up to the Starbucks, and he explains this entire thing to me. And at that exact moment, at 21 years old, I knew exactly what I was going to be doing for the rest of my life. Like, I fell in love with the idea that you learn the skill once and you're forever going to have it. You can always make money. If you learn the skill of trading, once you actually master it, you forever have a way to make money. And now with how we're able to get capital from other people and not have to use our own money, it's a money glitch, right? That's what I like to call it. And so I saw this and I knew it. And I've been doing it ever since, guys, right? Started this at 2021, went full time at 22. Made my first six figures at 23, made my first multiple six figures at 24. And, we've been living life ever since. And I never say that to impress anybody, but to impress upon you what is possible. What is possible out there. There is a skill set that you can utilize, your cell phone, your laptop, your tablet, whatever it is, and have tons of success. But not only success, the time and location freedom, that we all want in this world. And so when I saw this industry, my mentor just told me, get good at the things that are worth getting good at. And this was one of the things that I believed. And so now I'm going to show you guys, why we're so fired up and why everybody is, wanting to take a look at this. Because now one of the big questions we used to get was, well, do I need a lot of money to be able to trade? Do I need a lot of money to be able to invest? And, it wasn't that you needed a lot of money, but when you're making 10%, 20% on $100, it's a lot different than 10,000 or 100,000 and so on and so forth. So I'm going to show you how you can leverage OPM, other people's money, and have, more finances or more capital than what you would have had maybe in the first place. Everybody in the world, in the business world, uses OPM, other people's money. If you're in real estate, or if you're buying homes, you're leveraging banks, you're leveraging crowdfunding. If you're starting a business, you usually get a loan of some sort. And this isn't a loan, but this is how you can take a test. And, if you pass, you can have access to a lot of different capital. And so they're called funded accounts, prop firms, however you want to call them. But this one in particular that we're partnered up with is called TradeX Mastery. And so how this works is if you want to get a large sum of capital. So let's just say, for an example, you wanted to get 10,000 or 25,000 or 50,000 or 100,000, all the way up to $200,000 of capital to trade with. All you would have to do is take the test for it, right? For an example, let's say you want to get $100,000 in capital. You'd pay in this case $500 to get the $100,000 trading test, and your goal is just to grow it 10% of your account. And then the next goal is to grow it 5% of your account. And once you pass these tests with these different parameters, then now you are a live funded trader. That means you have access to $100,000 in capital, and any dollar you make within profit, you keep 80% and the company keeps 20%. So say you grow 10% on 100 grand. Well, what is that? You get $10,000. You keep 8, the company keeps 2. And so now it's not about how much money you have, it's about actually learning the skill. And guess what, guys? You can utilize Tap the Trade, the live sessions, the education, our groups to pass and manage your funded accounts. Let me show you guys. We have a whole entire group chat for testimonials, right? These are the payouts from This year, right? This is this year alone, January 3rd. We got Gregory with 4,000, another 4,000 payout, 3,000, 2,500 from Hugo, 2,200 from Tahir, another 2,200 from Tahir, 2,000, 1,700, 1,600, 1,000, and it goes on and on and on, right? You see people passing their funded accounts, profiting, having massive success in the industry by utilizing tap the trade. Joel, his father had his third withdrawal, right? These are things that we want to do. We want to change people's lives. And when you can give people not only a skill set, but the capital to have success and make money, that's when things can really get changed. But I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I'm actually going to pass it back to Josh, but I want you guys to remember the same words that I remembered when I first got started was, hey, get good at the things that are worth getting good at. If you can find a skill that will pay you, what you're worth, pay you massive amounts of money, allow you to live the life that, you truly want. This is one of them. This is a vehicle, and this is one that's been for me. And if you guys end up getting started, I want to be there and help you guys with it as well. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to Josh. And Josh didn't have anybody introduce him. And he is a man that needs no introduction. As you guys can already tell, he's absolutely polished, an amazing leader. He's helped so many people around the world. I'm talking over 15,000 people in this world, or in this world, have success with trading. He is the engine that makes this vehicle run. He is someone that is so detail oriented, but also one of the hardest working people I've ever met in my life. And if you get the opportunity to not only speak with him, but to work with him, I say soak up all the knowledge you possibly can, because this is a man that knows what he's doing and has helped a lot of people. So I'm going to pass it back to you, brother. Go ahead and take the floor. And I appreciate you guys as
Awesome,
well.
man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for breaking that down, guys. So, obviously, I'm going to dive right back into it. And Jay, I appreciate the kind words, but that is exactly why literally thousands of people are starting to trade with this platform. It's exactly what Jay broke down. When you get started, you get access to other people's money. There's companies, they give you a test, and you can pass the test potentially using our app, right? Trading with us every single day. And then you get to keep a percentage of the profit. So some of those payouts you guys saw, like $3,000 payouts, there's $10,000 payouts, from obviously TradeX Mastery, they're using bigger size accounts to get that. And so you can always use any size account that you want. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, guys, and we're going to dive right back into this. Okay. So like you just saw, obviously with Jay, he was breaking down how you can have a $10,000 free account. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, is we don't just trade together, we also travel. And I remember when I was 20 years old, when I got started in this business, I was like, okay, I want to travel to 100 countries before I die. That's just a goal that I have, right? Some people want to do one for every year that they're alive. I want to go to 100 countries before I die. And something that's cool is our platform, ladies and gentlemen, is we are actually partnered with a company called Dream Trips, which is super cool. Now, what Dream Trips is, ladies and gentlemen, I'll make this relatively quick because obviously, a lot of you here to learn about trading. But guess what? When you start making money from trading, that's when traveling becomes really appealing. Basically, what Dream Trips does, ladies and gentlemen, is they actually set up curated vacations for all of us around the entire world. I'm talking like any country that you can think of for the most part, all over the entire planet, lots of different trips. There's ones with exotic cars. You can go drive exotic cars, ski trips. I mean, obviously luxury, Bahama type trips. There's trips to China, like all over the entire place. We just took our first ever dream trips, me and Jay specifically. We took our first ever dream trips. We all just got back from Dubai, actually, which is absolutely insane. Tons of people went out there. It was hundreds of people that we were out there with. And essentially, what the quick kind of breakdown was is they gave us VIP airport lounge access for free, right? So you just have to tell them that you have a flight in the concierge service, and then they give you free airport lounge access anytime that you fly when you're on this membership. Once we got to Dubai, they were standing there with a sign ready to pick us up in luxury travel transportation, right? They brought us to our, Marriott hotel, super nice and luxury. We checked in, and then every single day there was something planned. I mean, you can obviously follow it if you want. You can go do your own thing if you want as well. But we went dune buggying in the desert. We went on 2 yachts. We went exploring. Obviously, we went to the mosque, and we went to, the old Dubai, shopping. We went downtown to the Burj Khalifa Tower. We did so much stuff all there. It was one of the coolest trips I've ever had in my entire life. I'll never forget it. But what's cool about this is that trip should have costed me at least $5,000, right? And that trip only cost me $2,000. So that's what Dream Trips is we have curated vacations for major discounts. After having this membership for 6 months, ladies and gentlemen, you also get a free 2-person 4-night cruise anywhere in the world at any time that you want, right? So 2 person, 4 night, just after having this for 6 months, which is really powerful. You just have to pay taxes and docking fees, right? And so one thing I want to mention, guys, we actually have a special guest speaker on this call, right? This is a multi 7 figure earner who's on this call that's going to be speaking at the end. I'm going to cover a few more information, but make sure that you're on at the end of this call because this individual has been doing this for 12 years, man. He's out here in Minnesota. He's one of my best friends. He's been on stages in front of tens and probably hundreds of thousands of people at this point, right? But he's one of my good buddies, a great mentor of mine. So he'll be coming up here shortly. What's really cool about this platform that I want to point out is, let's say that you start using Tap the Trade, right? And you start making money. You know, a lot of people inside of our community are seeing great results, which is really cool. Or let's say that you're just enjoying it, whatever the case may be. If you ever happen to know 3 friends that also want to trade and make money with us, our company has something. It's a scholarship program, which is really, really powerful. This is optional, but it's called a 3 and free, right? So if you want to do this scholarship program, it's up to you if you want to. But basically, the way this works is if you ever have friends that want to make money with us and obviously get helped by me and a lot of different individuals in the community, if you ever have any of those, you can introduce them to us and we will explain everything that you just learned to them for you, which is really powerful, right? Now, when I was 20 years old, put this in perspective, okay? I didn't have any money saved up. I did not want to spend 149 bucks a month, even if it was going to make me money and allow me to not have to work a job, right? I still didn't want to have to spend that, okay? So for me personally, when I found out I could get a free account, I just called 10 of my friends. I was like, yo, guys, I found a way for us to potentially make some money online. They got on a call. I've been trading with those 3 friends for 7 years now. 7 years now. So for 7 years, I've had a free membership. Okay. But I want you to keep in mind too, there are doctors on the team, there's lawyers on the team, there's people that make a lot of money that are actually trading with us, right? They do not even notice 149 bucks coming out of their bank account every month if they could try. Right. So it's up to you. If you want help, we'll help you do it. It's completely obviously optional. Now, I want to also touch one more thing about this business that's very, very powerful too. Obviously, if you like the products and services and you like, the vision of what Tap the Trade is going to do, guys, there is probably going to be another 10x growth of this company. Last 6 months, it was the 10x growth, another 10x growth in the next 6 months. What's really cool is you can actually oh, I wanted to cover this real quick, guys. There's also a New Year's Eve special promo. I forgot to mention this to you though. Usually for a full year of Akashx, right, is $1,800 over the course of paying month to month. If you ever want the yearly membership, it's usually $1,500, and they give you a 200K account. This is what this promo is. It literally ends tomorrow, I believe. They actually extended it, but for a whole year of Akashx, it's $999, right? One-time payment, but they give you a free $200,000 funded account challenge. Okay. This is a fully loaded account. That 200K account on TradeX Mastery usually costs $1,500 and they're giving it to you for free. So that's only going on for one more day. If you want to take advantage of it, just let the person know that got you on the call. But otherwise, you can obviously do whatever you want. Okay. But what's cool that I wanted to mention, ladies and gentlemen, and this is another part of the business that's optional, but you can apply to become a representative inside of Akashx, which is super powerful, right? And so what happens if you become accepted to become a representative in here is you become a business owner. And if you're in the United States of America, you're a business owner there. Whatever country that you're in, there's people all over the world, right? I'd say 20% of people that are inside of Akashx are actually business owners, which is really, really cool, right? 80% of people just trade. They hop on the live sessions. They use obviously Tap the Trade and all the different services. But then there's 20% of people that are like me. And what happened to me is I started seeing results. I started seeing what the potential is of, obviously how many people we can go out and help. And so I decided to step into a leadership role where I actually partnered with Akashx to become an independent business owner. So for me, guys, I'm not an accountant or, a CPA. So go get professional advice. Everything I say might be wrong. But guys, I write off my phone on taxes as a tax deduction. My phone bill, pens, pencils, notebooks, office supplies, computers, internet, obviously square footage of rent, Ubers, Airbnbs, lifts, food. There's so many different things that are able to be a tax deduction when you become an online international business owner. That, let alone, is one of the number one reasons on why this is so cool. If you're a W-2 employee in the United States of America, you are technically sitting in the worst tax bracket in the world, right? And so I always ask people, are you 1099? Are you W-2? This is the way to go, which is super cool. Now, let me kind of break this down. This is a leadership role. Okay. Now, inside of this company, guys, which is super cool, obviously you can have a free account, which is awesome. It's a scholarship program that we have. But what's cool is when you take on the leadership role, when you apply to become a representative, you not only get a free account, you also still get that. But now the company actually will pay you a passive residual income for helping people have success. So that's what my goal is here, guys, because I'm a representative, is my mission on a daily basis is to make sure people are winning. I help people set up their trading accounts. I help people go through onboarding systems. I help literally get on computers with people. There's probably a lot of people on this call that I helped you get set up, right? Because if you can help enough people have success, you're, basically guaranteed success. That's kind of a quote I've always lived by. Okay. So what's cool is when you have someone obviously get started inside of this business as a representative, you will actually make $40 instead of just having a free account. You also have the free account, right? So $40, and every single month after that is an extra $25. Okay. If someone happens to join, obviously, your business on the trade and travel membership, you're going to make $50. And then I believe it's 25 every month after that. What's really cool though, is if you have, 10 people inside of your, organization or team in this company, you're making an extra $400 to $500 every single month for the rest of your life, as long as you have that business, right? That's an extra around $6,000 a year that you're getting residually, right, from Akashx, which is super, super cool. Now, keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a sales job, okay? This is a leadership role. If you want to go sell stuff, guys, I mean, you can go to, any car dealership, right? You can go become a realtor, one-time sales. This is where we are a community that helps people win. That's the whole point of it, okay? And so just kind of a quick breakdown of our compensation plan. Like I said, this is completely optional. If you just want to trade and use Tap to Trade and see it work for yourself, that's completely fine. This is for people that see the value of what it is that we're doing here, and they want to go out and obviously help this company grow, which is super cool. So if you have 10 people inside of your business, that's an average of $6,000 a year on top of what you can make from trading, on top of what you can make from your job, right? And an extra $6,000 a year right from your cell phone, which is really cool. If 10 happens to grow into 50 people, right? And that's because, let's say you have some friends join. What if they want a free account? Or what if they want to become an independent business owner in the company? Every single person counts towards your total customers. That's $1,300 a month every single month, right? Around 15, 16, $17,000 a year on average for obviously having 50 or more people in your business, right? That's a solid side hustle, an extra 15, 16, $17,000 a year on top of what you can make from trading and on top of what you're currently doing now, right? An amazing part-time income, guys. I did that, I believe, in the first 30 days of even being inside of this business 7 years ago, okay? If 50 happens to grow into 100, you're now making almost $3,000 a month on average. This is the rank called 10K, which is super powerful, right, guys? But this is around $36,000 a year in passive residual income. This is money that singers and songwriters get, right? Mariah Carey, every time her song comes around in the winter, she's getting a paycheck. I actually looked it up. She makes like $3 to $6 million a year every single year from her songs during the Christmas times, right? This is obviously what real estate gets, guys. This is money that pays you forever for work that you do one time, right? So if 100 grows into 250, boom, you are now making a full-time income from your cell phone. And it doesn't even have to do with how much you can make from trading, how much you can make from your job, guys. This is $6,000 a month in passive residual income that you will get every single month, right? That's about $72,000 a year. This is when you get to make decisions about your life, right? Hey, I'm making $72,000 a year in passive residual income. Do I want to quit my job because I don't like working it? Or do I want to keep my job because I enjoy it? You get to make decisions about your life. You're making a full-time income literally from your cell phone, okay? 250 grows into 500. You are now at the six-figure plus residual rank, right? This is where you will be paid a residual six-figure income over the course of years. Obviously, if you have that business, right? This is the 50K rank, an average of $12,000 a month. Okay, guys, I came into this business and I did that in 30 days. 30 days in this business, right? I came in, I made a plan with Jay Pato, my business partner was on here. We realized the power of Tap the Trade, and all we did was we hit the ground running. We launched this business like professionals, and we got to a six-figure residual income in the span of 30 days, which is really, really powerful, right? That's around $144,000 a year every single year for the rest of your life, as long as you actually have that business. 500 grows into 1,000, you're at the 100K rank. Okay. This is where you're making an average of about $22,000 a month. Okay. I believe it was about a month or so ago. I just hit the 100K rank inside the company, guys, which is around 25 to $30,000 a month. And I don't say that to brag or boast or anything like that. I say it to say this, right? Guys, I had no idea what was going on when I joined this business. I met Matt and Joey, my two business partners, obviously mentors of mine, right? And all I did was I figured out, okay, who has what I want? Who's making the money I want? Who lives the life I want? And all I did was I looked at what are they doing every single day? How are they speaking? How are they dressing? How hard are they working? What are the tasks they're doing? And I just copied it. That's it. There's nothing special about me, guys. I'm just an average person, literally an average guy, guys. I was super overweight my entire childhood and decided to change my life, right? I'm an average person, but I have above average goals, dreams, and ambitions, right? I just wanted to work with people that were positive and obviously wanted to make a bigger impact on life. Okay. Now, keep in mind, like I said, if you came here to obviously learn how to trade, that is completely fine if that's all you want to do, right? That other side of the business I just shared with you is for people that obviously want to earn an extra stream of income. Okay. So, what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to be passing it over to my business partner who's on this call. This individual has made a huge impact on my life, and not just my life, guys. I'm talking like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people around the world, which has been really powerful, and it's funny because he grew up in a small town in Wisconsin, and he probably had no idea that he was going to be on stages in front of tens of thousands of people making a big impact, guys. But he's flying out to London. I believe tomorrow he's got an event out there. He's going to do a whole entire Europe trip. And I'm just really excited, guys, to have him in my corner, because to have someone at his level, in not just my corner, but all of our corners, just increases our chances of obviously having a better, 2025. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to him. He's going to share a little bit about his story, guys. And then I got one more thing to share with you at the end. Okay. But guys, drop some ones in the chat for Matthew Thayer. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, Josh? You can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, awesome. What's going on, everybody? So glad to be on here tonight and meet all of you. For those of you guys that are completely brand new, I just want to say welcome. Congratulations on getting on the call. I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of background on how I saw, this company, what my experience has been over the last 2 years, and just give you guys a real inside look of what is actually going on here with the Akashx, because obviously Josh and Jay did an incredible job at just going over like what Akashx is, how you can get started, what the prop firm is, how you can make some residual income on the side. But some of you guys probably are still thinking to yourselves, well, what is this still? I don't understand it. And that's okay. If you have any interest in learning how to invest and make money and make your money work for you, or you just really want something different in life, this is it. For me, guys, when I saw this industry 12 years ago, for me, I wanted an opportunity. I wanted something that could help me kind of change my life, because I was going to school full time, I was working full time. And to be honest, I was completely broke. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I wanted something different. But I'm so glad that I saw this industry, and I'm so glad that I said yes, because it gave me the opportunity to be around other people that were successful, but they also were willing to teach me also how to become successful. So I latched onto it. Now fast forward 12 years, guys. It's been an absolute blessing in my life. I've built teams all over the world. I've traveled all over the world, and I've been able to spend every single day of my life doing exactly what I want to do, not having someone else tell me what I have to do. And I don't say that, guys, to brag or boast. I really just say it to say this. I'm like every single one of you. I saw this information for the very first time, just like you are right now. The only difference right now is that I said yes, and I've been in it for 12 years now. But let me just give you a little bit of a background on how Akashx got to where it is today. I sat down with Josh and Jenna 2 years ago. So Josh is the CEO, Jenna's his wife. I sat down with them 2 years ago, and we got to talking. We got to talking about, basically the landscape of all the different trading companies that are out there. And I said, all of them have academies, all of them have, trade alerts, they have scanners. And if we want to be successful, we have to do something different. And we got to talking. I sat down with them for about 3-4 hours, and we came up with a game plan. And that was 2 years ago. Well, January of this year, guys, we came up with Tap to Trade, because we realized that Tap to Trade was going to be unique. Because here's the reality. every single one of you guys are going to be able to get started today. Download the app on your phone, and then within 24 hours, be able to perform a trade. And we knew that that was going to be simple and easy for brand new people to be able to get that experience. Second, we found a legitimate partnership with a prop firm that's going to allow you guys to get $10,000 to trade with. So you get an app that puts on your phone, and you're able to take trades within 24 hours, and you're also going to get $10,000 to trade with. We knew that that was what was going to make this thing really, really unique. So over the last 6 to 8 months, guys, we've over 10x our company. We've had massive momentum all over the world. Akashx actually hit record sales last month. In my organization alone, we had over 127 new rank ups, and we had the fastest 250K affiliate last month out there in Germany. And it's just been an absolute blessing, guys. It's been amazing for all the new people that have been able to get withdrawals from trading, have been able to participate, have fun, and just be around a community that's winning. But guys, if you decide to get started, just know this. I'm here to help. Josh and Jay are one of my top leaders in my organization, and I'm here to see their growth. I'm here to help them be successful in this company. So if you decide to join with them, I'm going to help you guys as well every step of the way. They're one of the fastest growing teams in the entire United States, and they're just warming up. They've only been here for about 3-4 months, and I know that they have some big plans for 2025. So make the decision today, because here's the deal. In 2025, we went into 2025 with massive momentum. And right now it's a fight for market share. So if you want to make residual income, like if you want to make money that comes in month after month after month after month for the work you did in the past and not have to work a job, this is an opportunity to be able to do that. Because one, it's simple, it's duplicatable, and it's easy, right? Someone can get started, download the app, 24 hours, have $10,000 to trade with. They can go share the results with people, go waive their monthly fee by going out there and sharing it with 3 people, make $120, and then help those 3 go see results, use the $10,000 to trade with, duplicate that, guys, grow a team, make residual income. And honestly, this is going to spread like wildfire all over the world. You guys are seeing it here first. You have the opportunity to go all in and have us help you every step of the way. So Josh, thanks for having me on, man. Let me know whoever gets started, and we can work with them personally, and let's continue to grow, guys. But thanks, Josh, and I'll see you guys soon.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, 100% for obviously speaking on this call. Guys, that's why I followed Matt, man, all these years, dude. I mean, it's just crazy. Like every single day, he's on calls with people all over the entire world. So, you just follow what successful people do, man. Now, I want to say one thing real quick before this call ends, okay? If you're, thinking about, obviously, what does it take to be successful in this? I'm going to tell you exactly what Matt told me when I got started. Okay. It was Matt and his business partner, Joey Wilson. They told me this exactly. Okay. Number one is you got to have a work ethic. Okay. You will not amount to any sort of crazy success in your life if you don't have a work ethic. Okay. You got to be willing to put in the work to get the results that you want, right? It's just very common sense. Okay. Number one is work ethic. Number two is you got to be coachable and teachable. Okay. This is a big one. There are going to be people that when you come into the group chats, you're going to see $10,000 withdrawals, 20,000, 5,000, 2,000. You're going to see a bunch of different ones, right? Well, one, don't compare your chapter 1 to their chapter 30. That's the first one too. And the second one is you want to be a sponge and just soak in all the knowledge that everyone is willing to give. Okay. So you got to be coachable and teachable, number 2. And the third one is you got to have a burning desire. Okay. This is literally all 3 Matt and Joey told me. Okay. Burning desire. This one's a little bit hard to explain, right? This is where you stay up a little bit later than the person next to you. You wake up a little bit earlier. You work a little bit more than the people around you. You show up a little bit earlier, right? You got to have that burning desire inside of you for greatness, right? Some of you have probably felt this since you were very young, where you're like, I know I'm destined to do something great in my life. That's burning desire. Okay. So if you have those 3 things, here's what I want you to do. Okay. 1, I want you to reach out to the person who got you in this call and thank them for inviting you, because I saw this 7 years ago. And guys, I've been to 21 countries around the world now. I've made a good amount of money, and I haven't had to punch a clock at 7 years. I'm so grateful to the person who showed me this. So thank them for inviting you on the call. And 2, let them know when you let them know you're ready to get started. Okay. Now, when you get started, I want them to connect you with me. Okay. Because if you get started, guys, we're going to take this thing to the next level. We are dialed in for 2025. So if you're looking for something big to do, this is it, guys. Like I was saying, man, I mean, I'm just an average dude. I'm 27 years old. Me and Jay got started in this when we were 20 years old. Okay. And it completely changed our life, guys. We've been able to travel, like I said, to 21 countries around the world, work with thousands of people that just want to win, thousands of people that just wanted to be positive. Okay. But like I said, guys, I started this without knowing anything. Okay. So if that's you, if you're looking to level up your life, guys, reach out to the person who got you on the call. Let them know you're ready to get started, and I will see you inside the group chats. Okay. Tomorrow, for everyone who gets started, we're going to do a full onboarding call, and we're going to help every single person get everything set up on the call. Questions will be able to be asked and everything. And we're going to do it big this year. Okay. So I appreciate everyone for coming. Welcome to the team, and I'm excited to see you guys coming to the group chats. See you later.